In this section I'll show you how to create a simple pop-up scroll type system. Now these are used in a lot of games from RPGs, MMOs, adventures, and they're the type that you're wandering through a forest, say, and you find this scroll and it tells you a bit about the world, or you find a dead body and on the dead body it has a note that tells you that you were searching for some hidden treasure and it gives you coordinates or a riddle or something like that. These are great for adding more life into a world and obviously engaging the player. I'm hoping that this will give you a little more confidence in creating a HUD, using widgets, sending data to widgets, particle effects. We'll probably add particle effects on the scroll to catch the player's attention. These will just be very simple. So yeah, let's get going. So what we're going to do first is set up our interact key, which will then trigger a sphere trace. So how we're going to do this is edit, project settings, over the left, input, under action mappings, expand that, press the plus, give it a name, so we're going to name ours interact, drop this down, press E, scroll right down, there we go, click on that, that's that part done. Then we want to find our third person blueprint, so this is where all of the information for moving, jumping, etc. is stored. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, type in interact, and you'll see under action events interact, that's the button we've just created. Drag off of that, type in print just to see, make sure if it's working, then press play, press E, and there we go, we're getting hello, hello, hello. Great, so back to our third person blueprint. Off of pressed we want to drag out and type sphere trace, and we want it by channel. We'll set our radius to 60, so this is how big the sphere is circumference-wise, I think that's the right one. Then we want to drag off of the capture component, so this is getting the player's capsule. We want to get the world location of that. We also want to get the forward, there we go. And what we want to do is we want to multiply the forward vector by a float, give this a value of say 60 again. This will push the sphere trace out in front of you, and then we want to add the world location by our multiplied value here. We want to drag that out to end, and we also want to drag get world location to start. We will then turn on draw debug type for duration, so this can show us what our sphere trace is doing. So when we press E, we should be getting that. So you can see we move around. So what will happen is that we know then that something is happening here when we're pressing the button, and obviously where we might need to look at it and think, oh, it's too far out, or we need to make the circumference bigger, or we need to push it out more, etc., etc. So let's move to the next part.